everybody, how's it going? This is Moondial and this is episode number 4. Last episode I think was probably the most kind of revealing episode we've had so far, mainly because we learned that not only can Minty travel using the Moondial, so can Tom. And there was that one line where he basically said it felt like somebody had walked over his grave, and then we saw that tombstone and I was like, oh, maybe they just did. But knowing that he can go to Minty's time and that he can also go to the time where he's met, I think her name is Sarah, the little girl that Minty also encountered, who hides her face and she's told to hide her face, was interesting. Minty being able to shift between times as well. When she asked and she was moved, this is kind of getting more intriguing. It's strange to see that, you know, during this period in the 80s and TV shows on the BBC in particular, there were a lot of shows that were quite creepy, especially when they were aimed more at children. And I think that's probably what's the most interesting to me about watching things like this. It's kind of like Children of the Stones, it changes. We had these shows where it's just a bit like, I wouldn't expect them to be made for children now. And I mean, I grew up in the 90s, so it's not that long since this to when I was kind of growing up. So I never saw anything like this on TV when I was a kid. So it's so strange how like times seem to have changed so quickly in terms of what was made and what wasn't made. So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in this one. Let's go.
What's the time, Mr. Wolf? What's the time, Mr. Wolf?
It's like they've got an arrow through his head, that kid.
What's the time, Mr. Wolf? What's the time, Mr. Wolf?
Seem it to me.
What's the time, Mr. Wolf? What's the time, Mr. Wolf?
To me, you're not a thunder.
Oh!
What's the time, Mr. Wolf?
You're a moondial.
Because she only goes out at night.
Moondial, 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 moondial.
Holy shit!
We're the devil's daughter.
She's got the devil's mark.
Look, she's trying to hide it.
No, please, I haven't.
Is it just a birthmark?
Devil's trap, devil's trap, devil's trap, devil's trap, devil's trap.
Oh, they didn't expect her, did they?
Sarah, what was that commotion?
Oh,
Sarah, can you hear me?
can she see Minty?
Wicked child.
Oh, I thought she was
What have
going
I
to walk
told
straight
you?
through her.
No, please don't, please.
Devil's child, that's what you are. Devil's child, back where you belong.
Oh,
Stop.
Stop!
And why do they call her that? I don't even know how the Moondial works. Well, not for sure anyway.
I'm not sure anybody does.
But at least I can try.
That's it, that's gone off. Now the cloak. Get the cloak, Sam.
They got Sarah. Oh god, this isn't like a witch thing, is it?
Over like she does.
Devil's child.
Devil's trap.
Jesus.
Devil's trap. Devil's trap. Devil's trap. Devil's trap.
What a vile group of children. Are they going to put it on the fire? Why doesn't there seem to be anybody looking after these kids like there's clearly someone always with Sarah?
Devil's trap. Devil's trap. Devil's trap.
That big stuff in. Let it go out.
Oh,
That big snuff in. Let it go out. That big snuff in.
he's definitely ill. We can travel together.
Hey! How'd you do it?
I think it's him.
What, the little one?
Oh, it's always children, isn't it?
But why? What the size of him to that big fella? Bet he could be a footman if he stood up straight.
It was the boy.
Thanks, Charlie.
Charlie? What'd you call him that for?
Dunno.
Good as name as any.
Pa's name, that is. Is it shirt time?
Yes.
Think we'll stay then. In fact, if I could fetch Dory, I would for sure.
Maybe that's the whole thing. Maybe she needs to bring them to her time.
There's a funny thing. Those voices, just now, when we came through, just one I heard her. Call her my name, she was.
That's weird.
If it was her, she'd be hiding, sure enough. Little monkey. Dory! Dory! Come on, let's find her. Tom!
No, Tom's gone. Tom's away.
Minnie!
Oh, God. Oh, it's nice that he plays. Probably doesn't get a lot of time to do this. Just be a kid. Oh.
Morning.
World? Do you mind if I call you World? It doesn't sound right, Mr. World.
You call me that, it's who I am. Old world, they all call me that.
World?
I'm trying to work out if
I
this
wanted to
guy
ask you
is maybe one of the kids from the past.
if you know anything about the sundial, the one in the U Park.
I can't say I do. Interested in it, are you?
I wanted to know about the two figures, the man and the boy.
I tell you what I have got.
A book.
A book on sundials. I've had it since I was a lad. I'll fetch it.
Oh, great, thank you.
And about that sundial, I'll ask one or two folk, find out for you.
About the figures.
Thank you, World.
Those children, they're in trouble.
I know.
Oh, Mum, you should have heard him cough.
I think he's got TB.
He's so lonely. And they're so cruel. Horrible Mags and Mrs. Crump, his little sister Dorry. She's ill now. And coughing just like him. Mum, I've been thinking. Moon time. That's where I think you are now. Somewhere away in moon time.
It's a nice thought.
Tom, Sarah, and you, Mum. What happens to time when the moon shines on a sundial? That's all for now. I'll come and see you tomorrow.
Oh. Lady writing the book? Because we didn't see her all last episode.
Here you are, Minty. Come and meet our guest. Miss Raven's here to investigate Belton, as I told you, Minty.
Oh, God.
Looking for ghosts.
Hello.
Though I don't know what you'll find, I'm sure.
Oh, if there's anything to find, I shall find it. I have a nose for ghosts.
Of course, if it's your job.
And what about you, Araminta? Perhaps you've seen something.
Well, she's not been here 5 minutes.
Children have to be watched. I often think of them as spies.
Oh, shit.
Don't let her notice. Don't let her notice.
Don't say it too loud.
Do you feel anything?
No.
Feel?
Straight no.
I feel a bit hot.
I think you know what I mean. I have special kinds of powers, and those powers are telling me that there is some kind of presence here.
Where? I can't see anything.
I didn't say see. It's a sundial.
Oh, is it? I hadn't noticed.
Ah, the church. I must see that.
Oh, thank the Lord.
What a beauty. Puss, puss, puss.
Is this cat going to attack her? Like, bad lady? Oh, no.
I want us three to meet. Me, Tom, and Sarah. I feel we're all part of a pattern. A story.
Like a
And you are
child from
too,
a
Mum.
different time that can do what she does.
Even though you're not here.
Or maybe Sarah doesn't know that she can
So I'm
maybe
going to get up really early tomorrow at
jump
dawn.
between times.
I've set my alarm for 6. The garden will probably be as empty then as it is at night.
Talking to yourself. Supper time, Araminta.
She probably is going to follow her because she 100% had that entire story.
Hello again.
It's very light for Dawn.
Sarah Minter Kane. I know you can't tell me my name. But I know you've got one. And now, you know what I want. Tom's time must be. Psst. Minnie!
Gosh. All I can think to myself is, what if Miss Raven is in Tom's time and Sarah's time?
Why are we hiding? I knew you'd be here, but I thought it'd be night. We must ask the Moondial to take us to Sarah.
Already here.
Sarah never comes out at night.
Well, we ain't both dreaming.
At last, we'll see her.
Come on.
She always sings the same song as well, bless her.
Close at night and open in the day. You and me are opposites, Daisy.
Oh.
I curl up in the day and come out at night. Must never look, never.
What, at her
Twitch
reflection?
my eyes, and then wash my face in the water. I daren't look down. I daren't.
Sarah!
Oh, I really like that we did get to see Sarah eventually, like see her and her not just hiding, and to see how those kids treat her. It's quite reminiscent of how, you know, Minty kind of tries to stay away from the kids in her own time because they are a little bit shitty toward her and laugh at her and things, and seeing Tom kind of jumping between, you know, like the times and things as well. I still love watching those kids burying that effigy of Sarah and them calling her the devil's child because obviously she has this mark on her face. It's horrible. Like, hopefully there is a way for us to save like Sarah and Tom and Minty's mum from the things that they're going through, because that's obviously Minty's mission. Her mission is to make sure that, you know, she can help these children, she can help her mum. Then seeing Miss Raven turn up after there was so many mentions of her last episode and we didn't actually get to see her, for her to be this lady who apparently has these powers and she can sense things. I loved seeing those faces like on the plinths and the vases and like on the Moondial. Like, it was like they faces had like changed expression. That was really clever. And her like listening in on Minty telling the story to her mum on the recording, like, and just kind of being all round weird and things. For some reason I feel like we're probably going to either bump into her in either Tom or Sarah's time, or she's going to be able to travel with us like Minty goes around. And, you know, to have all three of them together now, that might be the key to what Minty needs to do. Like, she even kind of hinted that herself, like maybe all three of us need to be together for them to be able to kind of be happy, be at peace, whatever it is that she needs to be able to do. I was like wondering if, you know, what if she's able to take them to her time and they can stay there and people can see them and they can kind of grow up there. And then we've got the issue obviously with Sarah having this mark on her face, and then we've also got Tom who's clearly ill. They'd be able to get treatment in Minty's time, that's the thing, and maybe that's what she needs to try and do. But I think Miss Raven's probably going to try and scupper every opportunity that Minty has to help these kids. So I may go watch the next one and I will see you guys later. So thank you.